Last week, there was speculation about a Conservative plot to bring down Rishi Sunak in Kingswood, and the mysterious Doogie Smith was fingered by someone in the press. And there's apparently a plot going on now in Soho next to a drag club called Halfway to Heaven. It's being led by Lord Frost. He, the twit who messed up the Brexit negotiations, who messed up the Dublin 3 protocol and the whole of Northern Ireland, the fellow who was working or not working under May and Boris. And there's also an advisor to Suella Braverman called Jake Ryan. Sounds like somebody from an action-adventure film. Well, it's not. He's the fellow who fronts Politico and has been accused of high-handed arrogance. There's a person called Will Dry, who sounds like a sherry. Sam Armstrong, a consultant and spokesman for the New Conservatives. Either these people are genuinely plotting or they're trying to summon up the courage to square up to Crystal Decanter and Mother Tucking at the drag club. There's also a man called Smith who's rumoured to have arranged sex parties. So, in my assessment, it all seems to be pulling Soho back to the reputation that it used to have in the 1960s and 1970s, and maybe even into the 1980s. The rumour mill has been revved up because of an article in today's press and the sighting of Suella herself in the vicinity, unless she's going to drag up and fight it out with Miss Penny, cat fight with Marsha Mallow and K.Y. Kelly. Sandra will have to keep score. It's apparently not reform, but the same group of plotters that funded and was behind Lord Frost's £40,000 YouGov poll that pushed forward the Rwanda vote a couple of weeks ago. And also, it's linked to the New Conservatives group of 35, led by Miriam Cates, MP, and Danny Kruger, MP, and Dougie Smith is in the running as well, lurking around. Now, if I recall correctly, Dougie Smith is the one stirring up insurrection in Nadine Dorries' page-turner and bodice-ripper called The Plot, which I've read. I've read bits of The Plot before, and I rather enjoy it. I think it's a tremendous book, working hard behind the scenes and manipulating things. In number 10, Rishi can't get rid of him. Doogie made him. He knows how Rishi got where he is. Anyway, Jack, Ryan and Frost have also been seen lurking near the drag club. The plan, if it's not to go into drag, is to rescue the Conservative Party. I think that's one hope too many. To rescue the Conservative Party from imminent collapse at the next election by installing a Rishi replacement. This is echoing the call of Lord Moylan and Andrea Jenkyns, she of the single finger salute. And the Telegraph also names, by the way, Simon Clarke, Sir Simon Clarke, as another plotter. But it's whether Kemi Badenock can be persuaded to bite the bullet, come out to play, pop herself forward, to take Sunak before she soils herself by picking another fight she can't possibly win with someone else, someone connected in some way to the post office. It doesn't matter what fight she picks, they might say, as long as she tries to look in control. That will be a contrast, they might say, to Rishi Sunak, who doesn't look as if he's even in control of himself. So it's a challenge. Guns at dawn or lip sync to RuPaul. My hunch, for what it's worth, is that when it comes to the drag race, Rishi has better moves than Kemi Badenock.